Item number 8, public hearings. We have one this evening. Hold a public hearing, waive the first reading, and introduce an ordinance adding Chapter 10.15 to the municipal code to include water supply, cross-connection, and backflow prevention standards. Jim?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of council. A little bit of background on this issue before you tonight. The state of California and San Mateo County Environmental Health Services require water providers such as the city of San Bruno to protect their public water supply systems from potential and actual contamination. To provide protection to the water supply, backflow prevention assembly devices are installed where the public water system connects to the customer's residence or place of business. While modern plumbing fixtures have some built-in backflow protection measures, a certified backflow device is usually necessary for businesses and manufacturing facilities. Backflow devices need to be routinely inspected, repaired, or replaced to prevent a device failure, which could allow contaminants from the property to enter the drinking water system. While the city is complying with state backflow inspection, reporting, and enforcement requirements, none of these practices are currently in the municipal code. In 1976, the council did adopt an ordinance. However, it wasn't included in the municipal code. We're not sure why. In June of 2016, the California Water Resources Board updated the state code of regulations to strongly encourage local water agencies like the city of San Bruno to adopt operating rules and ordinances to implement the cross-connection program. Such an ordinance, they said, should designate the agency as the administrative and enforcement authority, and it also should explain and specify the provisions of an agency's backflow protection system, the inspection, the testing, the maintenance record and reporting procedures, but also how the property owners are to test and maintain their backflow devices. The resolution before the council tonight seeks to add to the municipal code a cross-connection chapter which will protect the water supply from cross-connection and backflow contamination. The ordinance before you incorporates elements necessary to comply with the California Code of Regulations, and it details all those administrative requirements that the California Water Board requested. It also provides the city of San Bruno with specific enforcement authority to ensure the safety of the city's water supply. The State Water Resources Control Board requires water agencies to complete annual inspections of every backflow device and their systems. To comply with the state requirements, San Bruno has been using for many, many years certified inspectors from the San Mateo County Environmental Health Services to complete these annual inspections and submit the required reports to the state. All of these activities, including enforcement and compliance, are coordinated and approved by city staff. And I might mention that Marty Cardone's been doing this coordination for the Water Division for many, many years, and we have a really good relationship with the San Mateo County inspectors. The ordinance tonight will not affect the city's practices, and the cross-connection program will continue to operate as it is currently. The city staff will continue to review development permit applications to determine if a backflow device is required, as they always have. And the San Mateo County inspectors will continue to do annual inspections and submit reports to the state and work with property owners to achieve compliance. Property owners will still be responsible to maintain and repair their systems as needed by a certified cross-connection contractor. So in summary, because that was a lot I just said, the Water Board has strongly encouraged us to adopt ordinances to implement this cross-connection program. The council action tonight will meet this requirement, and the principal provision in the ordinance designates the city of San Bruno as the program's administrative authority. It also provides the city with specific enforcement authority, as I mentioned before, including the ability to issue warnings, fines, and ultimately discontinuing water service if necessary to achieve compliance and avoid contamination. There's no new budget impact by adopting this ordinance. The city will continue reimbursing the county for the annual inspections that they provide. These funds are provided from the Water Division operating budget, and they've currently been budgeted and approved for at $39,000. Staff recommendation is to hold a public hearing, waive the first reading, and introduce the ordinance adding Chapter 10.15 to the municipal code to include water supply cross-connection and backflow prevention standards. And I'll be happy to take any questions you might have.
Any questions for staff at this time? Okay, we're going to open the public hearing. Would anyone from the public like to address the city council on this item? Yeah. Just tell us your name and your street.
Good evening, everybody. Kevin Martinez, 177 Martin Place. Recently, there's been a change in the parking, and we're trying to enforce, which
Oh,
is...
This is not public comment. I'll call you later when I open the public
Okay.
comment. Okay. This is just on this particular item. So, anyone else like to address the council on this item? If I close the public hearing, you'll be precluded from addressing us on this item. Any action?
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion to close the public hearing and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any discussion or action by the council?
Through the chair,
Ken?
make a motion to waive the first reading.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second to waive the first reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Like to introduce the ordinance for adoption.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Rico Medina.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.